welcome to our Pilates Glute Workout. We're going to start off by going to our hands and knees, and we're going to do some hip cars. So we're drawing a circle with the hip joint, and we're trying to go to our full range. So hip cars, so cars stands for controlled articular rotations. So we're going nice and slow, 5 in one direction and 5 in the other. So we're trying not to shift in our hip. Other direction now, opening to the side, moving that leg to the back and then coming back down into that start position. That's it. No breath holding here. Alright, we're going down onto our forearms. With that same leg, we're going straight into our donkey kicks. So squeezing the glutes, opening the hip. Leg will go up towards the ceiling, still bent the whole time. So we're doing 10 of these ones. Nice long line from your pelvis to your head. Now on our next one, we're going to be extending straight, bend, while keeping that leg up there. So squeezing the glutes, keeping them working so your leg isn't dropping as you straighten. Now go flexed foot as you come in and then point your toes as you kick away. Flex, extend, flex. Now we're going to flex and pulse up to the ceiling like you're stomping your foot on a ceiling. Go little pulses. Now straight into rainbows. No mucking around here. So keep the legs straight. Going up and over in the arch of a rainbow. Try not to shift our hips too much. Just let the leg move. That's it. Now from here, we're going to go forearm and one arm straight. So still working that same leg, going straight into fire hydrants out to the side. That's it. So you're in like a half forearm position. So one arm is straight and you're going to be looking at the leg. Now we're going to bend, kick, bend, kick. So point the toe as you come in, flex your foot as you kick away. A little bit of brain training with that one. So lengthen the leg as far as you can, using your glute muscles to open that hip joint. Working on that balance as well. Straight leg out to the side now, and we're just going to lift off as much as you can. Keep the leg dead straight. Point your toes. Little lifts and pulses, so squeeze the glutes to do most of the work rather than shifting. And now we're going to go onto our side. So on our forearm knees, and we're going to do our lift and lowers through that waist area. So you're working your oblique muscles and your core muscles, as well as your shoulders and glutes. Pretty much the whole package with that one. Lift and lowers. Now from here, we're going to stay up there and just lift the top leg. So it's going to stay bent the whole time. And you're lifting and lowering. So really think about trying to get as much space from the floor and your waist. So making that gap as big as possible. Now we're holding up there. Hold the leg up as well, away from you as best you can. Arm up to the ceiling. So you look like a mini starfish. And now straighten that leg out, that top leg. And hold 10 seconds and relaxing. Whew. Your butt should be on fire. So now with that leg, that was actually the stabilizing leg. So the one that had been on the ground the whole time, you're going to feel it more in that leg. So you'll put that leg into the pigeon pose like I'm doing here. And just move through it, whatever feels nice. Just rocking side to side. And now we're going to change sides. So for this, I'm just going to swap sides so you can see. Now straight into the hip cars on this side. So 5 in each direction like we did the other side. Really pushing through a range, but without compromising the position of your pelvis and your shoulders. And so you're not shifting all the way onto that leg that's on the ground. So 5 each direction. Lengthening from the pelvis all the way to your head, trying not to strain anywhere. Focusing on that breathing. Alright, so now we're going to go down onto the forearms, straight into our donkey kicks. So squeeze the glutes, open that hip joint so the leg will go up to the ceiling. Even pressure through both of your forearms and your knee that is on the ground. Keeping the hip level as possible. So it doesn't matter how high you're going, it's more about just opening that hip joint. And we're trying not to compromise through the back. So bend and extend now. Bend and straighten. That's it. Now we're going to, as we come back in, we're going to flex the foot, then point the toes as you kick away. Flex, extend, flex, extend. That's it. Now we're going to pulse up to the ceiling with a flex foot. So little glute pulses. So squeeze, 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 squeeze. That's it. Legs straight. Doing our rainbows. So try not to have a break in between these if possible, but if you need to, that's fine. That's it. Try not to shift the hips too much. You just use the leg. Now we're going to go forearm on the ground. The other arm is straight. And we're going out for our fire hydrants. Opening up that hip. Squeezing the glutes to lift the leg. That's it. Now from here we're going to do bend and then kick away. Point your toes as you come in to bend. Flex your foot as you kick away. A bit of brain training to add to the whole series. That's it. Bend all the way in, tucking the knee in, lengthening through that leg all the way to your toes. Now we're going out to the side, straight into it, straight leg, pulse, or I should say lift, 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 squeezing the glutes. I know they're going to be on fire, but we're nearly done. Now we're into our side plank series on our forearm and our knees. We're going to go lift and lower so you get comfortable. Lift and lower. So lowering the waist down. And then trying to make as much space away from it each time. So relaxing the obliques, contracting. That's it. Now we're going to stay up there and just work the top leg. So it stays bent, opening and closing. So you're really working those glute muscles. Same thing with the bottom, keeping your waist as far away from the ground as possible, pressing up through your shoulders. And now we're holding up in that bent position for 10 seconds. Arm up if you want to. And then from there, we're going to go straight into the straight leg. That's it. Hold, hold, hold. No resting in between. Just keep going. It's 10 seconds. Nearly there. And resting. Come out of that one. Glutes are on fire again, I hope. And then go straight into the pigeon pose of the leg that was on the ground the whole time. So you're stabilizing leg. You'll feel it a lot more in that one. And then just move your hips side to side, whatever feels most comfortable. And you can sit in that as long as you like, it doesn't matter. But we'll go into another glute stretch. So tuck one leg under, the other leg is bent and over, and give it a nice big hug. And you'll feel that strong stretch. And we're just going to slow the breath down. Just focus on the breathing. And we're going to twist to that side, looking over the shoulder. 3 nice, big, gentle, deep breaths, just bringing that heart rate back down. Now, with that leg that was on top, you're going to sit the foot on the opposite knee like I'm doing here. Same thing, just focusing on that breath. Big inhale, exhale, let it all out. And then to the other side, so swap the position. One leg under, the other leg's up, and you're going to give it a nice big hug. Feel that stretch. And then we're going to go into a twist, so we're stretching out through that thoracic, so our mid-back as well. A couple of breaths there as well. And then bringing that foot onto the knee, if you can. Otherwise, just sit cross-legged. And nice, gentle breath. Big breath in. Let it all out. And one more. And we are all done. Good job. Bye.